So I just saw the new Michael Bay film, Six Underground, and it was really bad. Take a look at this shitty poster. I guess nothing really matters as long as you have Ryan Reynolds on the cover. Everybody loves him. Now, the only reason I even watched this is because there wasn't really anything interesting in theaters the past couple weeks that I haven't already covered. I felt like I needed to make a video, and if it wasn't for that, then I definitely would not have seen this film. This is probably the worst editing I've seen all year. The entire movie, and especially the first half, is incredibly ADHD. There was a constant barrage of cheesy editing effects. Even in scenes where it's just characters talking, the editing continues to be obnoxious somehow. There's lots of shitty slow-mo that pretends to be really cool. The soundtrack to this film is god-awful. It's constantly changing, and each track is just so fucking lame. I guess you could say that the soundtrack was appropriate for the film in the sense that it was also bad. The tone and presentation of this film feels as though it's marketing itself towards 12 and 13-year-olds, which is weird because it's rated R, so I guess it's not so much for children, but more so man-children. The characters were annoying, and I didn't give a shit about any of them. One of them was called the Skywalker? As if Star Wars doesn't exist? Even with how dumb this movie is, you'd think that it would at least make up for it in the action scenes. And there's a lot of action in this movie, but most of it's bad. I will admit that there are some fun and somewhat creative action sequences in the second half of the film, but in the first half of the film, it's really poorly presented. At points, it feels as though this is trying to be like a Neville Dean and Taylor film, but there's no personality to the action at all. The presentation of the car chase sequence was mostly boring. There are several points in this movie where the action was so poorly communicated that I was left wondering what the fuck just happened. In between the action scenes, there are some really awful forced attempts at dramatic moments. Nothing about these moments feels earned, and the music is so incredibly formulated and manipulative. And I swear to God, there were definitely moments where they used the Inception soundtrack as temp music and then told the composer to do something like that. It's so lame and uninspired. There's no soul to this film at all. Hey guys, I'm Ryan Reynolds. Pew pew bam pow ka-chow. Pew ba 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 pow 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 pew pow pow pew boom pow ow. The movie was also way too long. An hour and a half into the movie, I was so ready for it to be over, and I was very disappointed to find out there was still another 30 minutes left. I'm not so much complaining that the movie was 2 hours long, but more so complaining that it felt like it was 4 hours long. It was really, really difficult to be invested in anything that was going on, and this is definitely not my kind of movie. This is a film that obviously cost a lot of money to make, but somehow still feels like a straight-to-DVD feature. It was really, really annoying. There were many attempts at humor, and none of it was funny. The plot sucked, the characters sucked, most of the action sucked. Also, why do the explosions look like fireworks? That should be a thing of the past. Stop doing that. Anyway, this movie was really bad. Don't watch it. I'm giving this one a 2 out of 10. Hey guys, just letting you know I've been working hard on the new YMS The Lion King 2019 review, and this is probably the most prep work that I'm doing for any one of my YMS reviews. Part of the process is going through all of the interview and promotional material and stuff like that, and there just happens to be a lot of it for this movie because Disney promotes the shit out of their movies. There is literally 40 hours of interview and promotional material that I'm going through before even starting the audio voiceover for this review. It's gonna be worth it in the long run, but just try to be patient. I'll also be reviewing the new Star Wars and I guess Cats this month. The Adam and Pals 13 Reasons Why Season 3 videos are also being worked on. They're kind of being alternated back and forth between videos on my gaming channel by one of my editors, so just stay tuned for that as well. Thank you. Bye bye.